wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. No, you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted. Flow. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
With the introduction of these Jaguars, they're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Foles, escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Foles, flushed out right. The open man is Westbrook. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Jags grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get... together and talk this one over. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Stafford with a give. This is Riddick. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the 50, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jesse James there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Foles, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On the run, it's Fournette. Oh, he breaks another. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. And a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go. Right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Yes, sir, Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop a shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up, looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And the pressure gets to him again. Devon Kennard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Looking long for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
When they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded at the 2. Now here's Alfred Blue getting set to go again on offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. 74 yards. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Christian Jones able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the screen.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And the pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Jones has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. To try again after the sack. Foles looking long for Westbrook. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jared Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Foles. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Johnson running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, Stafford here. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back...
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. To throw again on second down. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Earlier, they had 2 other 4th down conversion attempts that did not go their way. This time, it does go their way.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had with him in the offseason. There wasn't even a game to be played. But what he told me, I have enough confidence in my team and my play calling ability that I think I can always pick it up. Thus, they continue to go for it.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Stafford. Is complete to Jones. And all the way down to the 35.
Let's go, baby.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing a Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third down and 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it, he faked it. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw, Stafford. James has got it, complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Here's Stafford. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now Stafford. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On second and 10, Stafford. And incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. And it is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight end.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One last throw here for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support.